Have you ever wondered how the wealthy keep getting richer while the average investor struggles to keep up? It's not just luck or high salaries. It's a set of hidden investment strategies that most people never learn. These strategies aren't taught in school or talked about in casual conversations. But trust me, the wealthy use these strategies every single day to build massive fortunes. The good news? These strategies aren't exclusive to millionaires and billionaires. You can start using them too. Today, we're revealing the secrets that the top 1% use to grow their wealth exponentially. Stay tuned until the end, because we'll also break down a simple strategy you can start using right now, no matter how much money you have in the bank. Let's talk about something that truly excites me, something that can transform your financial life: compound interest. You see, the wealthy don't just save money, they put it to work. They understand that money sitting idle is actually losing value thanks to inflation. Instead of letting their money sleep, they invest it in assets that generate returns. And here's the kicker: they don't spend those returns, they reinvest them. This, my friends, creates a snowball effect, a financial avalanche where money starts making more money. It's like a money-making machine that works for you 24/7, even while you sleep. Albert Einstein, the genius himself, famously called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. And you know what? He was right. It's this incredible force that can turn small, consistent investments into a mountain of wealth over time. Let me give you an example. Imagine you invest $10,000 today at a 10% annual return. Now I know what you're thinking. 10% return, that's high. And you're right, it can be. But the stock market, on average, has historically returned around that much. So back to our example, in 30 years that $10,000 could potentially grow to over $174,000. That's right, over $174,000, all without adding another penny. You see the magic of compounding? The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to compound and the more dramatic the results. Even if you can only invest a small amount right now, do it. Start today and let compound interest work its magic over time. Let's face it, putting all your eggs in one basket is a recipe for disaster. And the wealthy, they know this better than anyone. That's why they don't just dump all their money into one investment. They follow a strategic approach, the three-bucket strategy. Think of it like this. You have 3 buckets, each with a specific purpose. Bucket number 1 is your growth bucket. This is where you put your money to work in investments with the potential for high growth. We're talking stocks, ETFs, maybe even some high-growth real estate. The growth bucket is all about maximizing your returns over the long term. Now, onto bucket number 2, your income bucket. This bucket is all about generating a consistent stream of passive income. We're talking dividend-paying stocks, bonds, rental properties, investments that pay you regularly. The income bucket provides stability and helps you weather market fluctuations. And finally, bucket number 3, your safety bucket. This is your financial fortress, your peace of mind. It's where you keep your cash, gold, or other conservative assets that hold their value during market downturns. By balancing your investments across these 3 areas, growth, income, and safety, you're creating a diversified portfolio that can weather any storm. You're protected from major losses while still positioned for growth. This, my friends, is how the wealthy sleep soundly at night, knowing their money is working hard for them, no matter what the market throws their way. Now here's the cold, hard truth. The biggest difference between the wealthy and the average person isn't about how much they earn, but how they spend their money. You see, most people get caught in the trap of buying liabilities, things that look good on the surface but actually drain their wealth over time. We're talking about those shiny new cars that lose half their value the second you drive them off the lot. We're talking about expensive clothes, gadgets, luxury items that depreciate faster than you can say depreciation. The wealthy, on the other hand, they're playing a different game. They're focused on acquiring assets, things that put money back in their pockets. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the personal finance classic Rich Dad, Poor Dad, put it best. The rich buy assets, the poor buy liabilities, and the middle class buys things they think are assets but are actually liabilities. Think about it. A house, for example, can be an asset if it generates rental income. But if it's a huge house with a massive mortgage that eats up your cash flow, it becomes a liability. The key takeaway here is simple. Start shifting your mindset today. Instead of chasing the latest gadgets or luxury items, focus on acquiring income-generating assets. Invest in stocks, real estate, or even a side hustle that can generate passive income. Remember, every dollar you invest in assets is a dollar working hard for you, building your wealth and securing your financial future. Let's talk about a topic that most people find about as exciting as watching paint dry: taxes. But here's the thing, taxes are a fact of life, and they can eat away at your hard-earned money if you're not careful. Now here's a little secret. The ultra-wealthy often pay less tax than the middle class. I know what you're thinking. That's not fair. And you know what? You're right. It's not about fairness. It's about understanding the rules of the game. The wealthy don't avoid taxes illegally, they optimize them legally. They use every legal strategy available to minimize their tax burden, and you can too. One of their favorite tools? Tax-advantaged accounts. Think about it. Accounts like Roth IRAs or 401(k)s allow you to grow your money tax-free. That means more money in your pocket and less going to Uncle Sam. Another strategy the wealthy use is real estate depreciation. Now you might be thinking, wait, doesn't real estate appreciate in value? And you're right, it often does. But the beauty of the tax code is that it allows you to deduct depreciation expenses on your rental properties, even if they're going up in value. This can significantly reduce your taxable income, leaving more money for you to reinvest. And let's not forget about business deductions. Did you know that if you're self-employed or have a side hustle, you can deduct expenses like travel, meals, even a portion of your home office? The wealthy understand these deductions and use them strategically to reduce their tax liability. By understanding the tax code, you can keep more of your hard-earned money and reinvest it for even greater returns. Now, most average investors, they stick to what they know: stocks, bonds, maybe a mutual fund here and there. And while there's nothing inherently wrong with that, the wealthy, they understand that true wealth building often happens outside the traditional markets. They're not afraid to explore alternative investments, to venture into the world of private markets where the big returns often lie hidden. We're talking about venture capital, where you invest in promising startups with the potential for explosive growth. We're talking about hedge funds, which use complex strategies to generate high returns, often in any market condition. And then there's private equity, where you're investing directly in established companies, often taking them private to unlock their full potential. These alternative investments, they offer the potential for returns that can dwarf the stock market. But here's the catch. They often come with higher risks and limited liquidity. Now, I'm not saying you should dump your entire life savings into a hedge fund tomorrow, but understanding how these alternative investments work can open your mind to new possibilities, to different ways of growing your wealth. As you build your portfolio and your financial knowledge, consider exploring these alternative avenues. You might be surprised at the opportunities that await. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the power of compound interest to the importance of asset allocation, tax optimization, and even dipping your toes into alternative investments. But you know what the biggest mistake most people make is? They wait. They wait until they have more money saved, until they have a better understanding of the markets, until the timing is right. But let me tell you something. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time, today. The same goes for investing. The best time to start investing was yesterday. But the second best time is right now. You see, time is your greatest ally when it comes to building wealth. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow, to compound, to work its magic. Even if you can only invest a small amount right now, do it. Start with whatever you can afford, even if it's just $50 or $100 a month. The point is to develop the habit of investing consistently. Over time, those small, consistent investments will add up, thanks to the power of compound interest. So, what are you waiting for? Take action today. Start researching stocks, ETFs, or explore passive income opportunities like real estate or dividend-paying stocks. The journey to financial freedom starts with a single step. Take that step today, and let the magic of compounding work its wonders on your future. So there you have it, the secret investment strategies that the wealthy use every single day to build their fortunes. Remember, it's not about luck, it's about strategy, knowledge, and taking action. And the best part, you don't need to be a millionaire to start using these strategies. Start small, stay consistent, and never stop learning. The world of investing is constantly evolving, and the more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to navigate its complexities and build a secure financial future. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal finance, investing, and building wealth. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Remember, the path to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. But with the right strategies and a little bit of effort, you can achieve your financial goals and live the life you've always dreamed of.